Hello and welcome to Till Vacuum Do Us Part. If you're new here, welcome. My name is Ashley. So today's video is a spring clean and decorate. So if you're new here, go ahead and hit that red subscribe button and let's jump straight into today's video. Today I'm going to be sharing with you some of the places that I like to spring clean, and then I'm also going to be decorating for spring, so definitely stay until the end. But this Sunday I'm also going to have another deep spring clean with me, so definitely make sure you're subscribed so you see that one as well. But as you can see right now, I'm working on my pillow covers, so I like to take those off and wash them at least once a year, if not more. I know my house looks super clean, but between ivory sofas and white pillows, I do have 2 dogs, a daughter, a husband. I wear fake tanning lotion. I have brown dry shampoo that lives in my hair all the time. So I can assure you these things get dirty. So I like to buy pillows that have a zipper on them so I can take them off and throw them in the washer anytime I need to. I also wanted to let you guys know this is a collab with Brianna K. I love her channel. I've probably been watching her for 5 years or more. I've been on here 4, so I know I've been watching her at least 5. And she filmed a spring clean and decorate with me as well, so you're definitely going to have to go over to her channel and check it out. But what's amazing about all her content right now is she recently moved to Hawaii. So as fun it is to watch her clean and watch her decorate, the only thing I can look at is the view behind her. It is stunning. You guys are gonna love her if you're not following her already. So definitely click that link down below in my description box. Head over to her channel, watch it, and let her know that I sent you. And if you're new here, welcome. I'm gonna introduce myself a little more later on in today's video. Now before I start that load of laundry, I'm going to go grab the bed skirt off my daughter's bed. So this is the only bed in our house that has a bed skirt, but I like to wash these at least once a year, so that's why I added it to my spring cleaning list. I think it's something we forget about, but it does touch the ground and it can get dusty, so definitely just rip those off. If you like the one I have, I'll link it down below in my Amazon store. It's nice that it's not all the way underneath the mattress, it just kind of tucks in, so you can take it on and off without messing up the bed. Like I mentioned before, some of these pillow covers have like brown on them. It's either mud from my dog jumping up there, or it's my dry shampoo or tanning lotion, but I'm using some spray and wash on them. I'm typically a shout girl, but I can't seem to find it anywhere. You'll have to let me know if you can find it in your area. I don't know if it's like a toilet paper thing where everybody just grabbed it, but I cannot seem to track down shout anywhere in my town.
I'm a mess. Don't know how I got here, but I'm blessed. Didn't know it'd take me past my destiny. You're behind me.
So I mentioned earlier in this video that I'm going to have a deep spring cleaning video coming up this Sunday. This is going to be one of the areas I'm cleaning. I swear I only wash my washer once a year. I should do it more often. Like, I try to wipe it down, but it just gets dirty. And then I had a subscriber send me a really cool product that you put in it to clean it that I'm dying to try out. I'm going to do it on camera so you guys can see my first reaction to it. But like I said, that's going to be coming up this Sunday and you don't want to miss it.
How can I believe you when everything is see-through? Everything is see-through. Everything is see-through.
I'm sure most of us have heard by now that once a year you need to flip your mattress. But not all of us can do that. I feel like mattresses are getting fancy now, or they have pillow toppers. So what you can do is at least spin it, and that will help the longevity of your mattresses. I think mattresses are so expensive, so if you can flip it, flip it. If you can't, spin it. And this will definitely just make the life of it last longer. And it is a good workout, so you can consider that done when you're finished flipping all the mattresses in your home. Okay, so if you're new here, I want to go ahead and introduce myself why I'm putting my daughter's bed back together. You didn't see me wash her sheets, but I don't consider that like a spring cleaning event. I do that weekly, so that's why I'm not doing that here. But if you're new, hello, my name is Ashley. I have one daughter that we homeschool. We were homeschooling before it was cool. I'm married to Chase, and I do anything that's related to the home. So if you like cleaning or DIYs, or home projects on a budget, all sorts of stuff like that I like to do. My Wednesday video that's coming up just in a couple days from today is actually how to paint furniture, and so I'm doing it from start to finish on how we like flip furniture. I did a lot of that before I started YouTube just to make extra money as a stay-at-home mom, and I made some really good money, so I wanted to show you step by step how I do that and how simple it actually is to do. So definitely be on the lookout for that video, and thank you so much for coming over from Bree's channel and coming to watch my video today.
Everything is see-through. Everything is see-through. Everything is see-through. How can I believe when everything is see-through? You ain't gotta be so see-through. You ain't gotta be see-through, yeah. You ain't gotta be so see-through. You ain't gotta be see-through, yeah.
Now it is time to work on dusting. I'm terrible about dusting throughout the year. It's something so easy, but I just forget to do it. So I'm grabbing one of my like e-cloth tools to make it easier. Basically, we have like a lot of molding around our doors and windows, and I feel like there's a lot of ledges that dust can just fall onto. So I'm gonna go ahead and just kind of clean the top, and then you'll notice I'm gonna just wipe down the baseboards. Now, typically I would get like wet product and get down on my knees and actually scrub them, but we've only been here about 3 months, so they're not that bad. They're dusty, but not dirty. So I'm just gonna skim over all of this, and I wanna keep it clean before it gets dirty. So I'm not one of those channels that has like super satisfying, messy clean with me's. I think those are awesome, but I'm here more to teach you the routines that I use to keep your house clean just by doing a little bit every day. So I'm your girl if you wanna figure out routines that work, that are fast, that are simple, and then you're never spending like 3 hours on a weekend deep cleaning your house.
Things got so complicated. All I wanted was
So going back to the point that I don't dust a lot, I realized that I was dusting with like a floor duster and not an actual like duster that just extends to get things up high. So once I switched over to this duster, it worked so much better. Plus this one bends a lot easier, so I could get like the top of that molding. Like I said, I definitely don't dust all the time. I guess I need to figure out which products I actually use and how to use them. But as you can see, I'm just going around and anything I can reach, I'm just gonna run that across and get it dusted. If you're new here or haven't been around in a little while, the reason I don't have a dining room table is because I sold mine because I ordered a new one, and then Oklahoma got hit with a really bad winter storm and everything got delayed. But in this video, I actually get my new dining table and I'm so excited to share it with everybody. So that'll be coming up here in a little bit, so definitely don't click off yet.
Thinking that you changed this time. No, I don't need a heartbreak. I don't need to save you. 'Cause I gotta be you. 'Cause I gotta be you. No, I don't need a heartbreak. I don't need to change you. 'Cause I gotta be you. 'Cause I gotta be you. And keep telling everyone you got it. But they can see that you are lost it. I don't need a heartbreak. I don't need to change you. 'Cause I gotta be you. 'Cause I gotta be you. Nobody told me to settle.
Okay, so some of you ladies are probably freaking out that I actually have a stove that's dirty. First off, I normally don't let things get dirty. And secondly, I honestly don't cook all that often for it to get dirty. But we do use our kitchen. It was so funny. I had somebody write that they were so mad I bought a house with a kitchen. I didn't know you could buy a house without a kitchen, but maybe that's in a different country. But like I said, we were snowed in because of that big winter storm. So we did a lot of cooking and it got really dirty, and I went ahead and saved it so you guys could see how I clean it when things do need a good deep clean. So I'm gonna start filling up my sink just with soapy hot water, and I'm gonna add some Dawn to it just to help fight the grease. And I'm gonna put my oven, you know, burners, I guess you'd call them, in there. That is something super nice about when you have these big open sinks. I always get asked if I like it. It's really nice when you're cleaning things, because if there was a divider in this sink, they wouldn't fit. Plus, I think it's so cute when babies are in sinks like this. I wish I would have had one when Savannah was little.
Scared to settle down. There'd be many nights I got too high and almost left town. But there's something about you.
A little tip that I've learned is take your vacuum and just your handheld vacuum attachment and suck up all those like crumbs and food and dust, maybe if it's like mine, and just get it off your stove, and it's gonna make it so much easier to clean, and then you're not gonna scratch it when you're trying to rub your sponge into it because there's no like sharp objects on there. I feel like this is so easy to do and it already makes such a huge difference. I also wanted to show you my burners in here soaking. I don't fill up the sink all the way, I just fill it up enough where they can soak, and then that top burner you can put upside down just so it's good and clean and in the water. And then here are all the products I'm going to be using to clean my stove. I feel like this makes it so much easier. Like when your stove's gotten out of control and you're going to have to use a ton of elbow grease, this is the way to go. So I'm going to link the drill brushes down below, and they're going to be in my Amazon store. I've been using these for quite a few years, and they just make scrubbing so much easier. So if you're older or have arthritis, or you just have like joint pain and you can't really scrub and get your stove or anything clean, you can use this in bathrooms, on your tubs. I've heard this works really good on your pots and pans. I may even try that in my next cleaning video, but it just takes all the elbow grease of scrubbing out, so definitely give those a try.
I see it trembling all too fast, but I'm not leaving. And you go round and round and round, and you cannot see. I will right behind you, a hawk in the tree. You look so beautiful today, and how the game is changing. Just like a stranger, suddenly you know everything.
So now that I'm finished like scrubbing it with the drill, I like to just get a wet rag. So any type of your kitchen rags, and I'm just using the water, the hot soapy water that my burners are setting in. And then I just slowly start to like wipe away this cleaner. Then I can see if there's any spots I need to go back in with the drill. Some of it I just need to take my nail and scratch off, but this just makes it so clean and so nice. And it takes way less time than if you were to scrub all that stuff off just by hand. Now for the next step, I like to go ahead and clean it off with a glass cleaner. I prefer Jaws because it's non-toxic. I love all their products. I'm going to have their link and coupon code down below in the description box if you're looking for a good one. And then I swear by this e-cloth polishing rag. It's for like windows and mirrors. You put those two together and it's like magic. So if you have mirrors or anything that always has streaks on them, definitely get this rag. And then like I said, the Jaws cleaners are amazing. So I'll have all those links and codes down below in my description box. And now I'm working on like the top of the burners. So most of them I just wiped off. Sometimes I'll take the drill. Yeah, like right there you can see if it's super dirty, I can drill on it and get any of the food off, and then I'm just gonna pop them back on. So here's the before if you forgot what it looked like, and then here is the after. It just looks so much better. Now I'm going to use my Jaws granite cleaner. I use them on my quartz countertop. It works amazing. This is my favorite product and the smell is incredible, just in case you're looking for one for like any of your stone countertops. But I'm just going to wipe them down. Obviously this isn't spring cleaning, but I've had so many products out on my countertops while I was cleaning the stove. I just want to get it all wiped away. Now, most of my light fixtures are still fine. Like I mentioned, we've only been here 3 months, but this chandelier has been with us over a decade, and it was actually in my mother-in-law's house even longer than that. And while I've been really good about like dusting it probably once a year, I haven't ever really used a product on it. And I follow Shara Stevens and her mom on YouTube and Instagram, and they recently moved here to Oklahoma, and the mom was so sweet, and she was actually cleaning all of the chandeliers that were in their new home, but it's an older home, and so they were old chandeliers. and I couldn't believe the difference it was making, so I thought I'd go ahead and give it a try. And just in case you're curious, I'm just using my Jaws window like glass cleaner, and then once again that e-cloth polishing rag.
Seems like nothing comes.
I cannot even begin to explain how much better this looks. It's hard because like on camera with lighting you just can't see. But if you have an old chandelier, just take like a window cleaner, and then I used my e-cloth polishing rag, even just use like a microfiber cloth. Oh my goodness, I feel like I've been missing out. We've had this for over a decade and this is the best it's looked.
When the river is calling.
Cleaning the trash can is never fun and nobody's ever motivated to get it clean, but I feel like it's something that's so smart to stay on top of, especially if you have a nicer trash can and not just a plastic one that you can like hose down outside or replace easily. We did buy this trash can and I love it. I'll have it linked below. I did so much research on this trash can. It's ridiculous. You can definitely tell I was adulting that day. But basically I want to keep it clean. So I'm going to clean the outside. I cleaned the floors below it. You're going to see me clean the pedal and inside of it. But definitely just cleaning a little bit as you go keeps it from getting disgusting. And this works with anything in your home. Just wipe it down pretty often, especially trash cans. Even if you do it once a year with spring cleaning, it's going to keep it better than if you don't touch it at all and it's the trash can. It's getting dirty. So just do your part and get it clean.
It takes me forever. I stand by you when you're falling. When the river is calling. I said I love you forever. We can make it together. Hey, we can make.
Okay, so this isn't a cleaning tip, but I recently switched over to red Aspen nails. I've done acrylic since I was in 3rd grade. I've done dipping powder, I've done shellac, and the only thing that really lasts on me are acrylic nails, but they're so pricey and I got so sick of going to the salon. So I tried these out and they lasted 2 weeks and I literally had to peel them off to put new ones on, and that was only because I was bored with the color and wanted to change it up. So if you guys are interested in saving money and time from going to the salon, I'm going to leave my red Aspen link down below, so just check that out. They're amazing, amazing nails. But now I'm going to head on to the windows. So obviously this isn't spring cleaning. I have to wipe the inside of my windows all the time because my boys, my fur babies, like to put their nose on it. But I'm needing to clean the outside of the window, and I just feel like it's smart to get the inside clean so I can make sure I'm not missing a spot. So I'm going to wipe these down and then we're going to head outside.
Yes, I'm gonna let you know just how much I tell you, mama. I tell you, papa, too. I'm gonna let everyone know about my love, so I really hope you love me.
These windows are actually really tall, so for me to clean them, I was gonna have to get a chair. So I jumped on Amazon and found this affordable like window cleaner little doodad. And what's nice is you can get it wet and scrub everything down, and then it has an attachment where you like scrape the water off. It was so easy to use and it is adjustable. I will say when I did this, they looked amazing at first, but I just used like water and dish soap. I wasn't thinking. I really need to just like spray my Jaws cleaner on it, I think, and then wipe it off because they did get a little streaky. But as far as the tool goes, I was super happy with it. I didn't have to drag a chair around. It was affordable. So I'm gonna go ahead and link that for you guys just in case you have tall windows too. This would actually work on the inside. Like next time I'm gonna just try it with Jaws and scrape them off and see how that works.
You love me too. Oh, there's something deep inside, yeah, that really makes me wanna speak my mind, yeah. I'm gonna show you that I love you 100 times a day, yeah. You'll get tired of my lips, and that's how much they want it.
We are starting to wrap up the cleaning part of this video. That load of laundry is done, so I'm going to put all the pillow covers back on the pillows, and then I need to put the bed skirt back on Savannah's bed, and then it is time for decorating. So for me, that's always the best part of these videos. I love watching people decorate, and I love seeing what they choose for their home. And then you guys are going to get to see my new dining table, so don't click off yet.
Yeah, I really hope you love me too. 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 Yeah, I really hope you love me too.
So I really like these bed skirts that just wrap around. So basically it's like elastic. Now I will say this one's a little too big. I think this was a king size that I had on another bed that I just threw on this one. I probably need to go ahead and get one ordered that's a better size. But basically all it does is stretch around it. So you don't have to actually put it underneath your like box spring. It makes it easier to clean. It makes it easier to adjust. So like I said, I found this on Amazon and I'll have it linked down below. We finally made it to the part of the video where we get to start decorating, but I always like to show you before clips so you can just kind of see like how it starts. You can see how I decorate it, and then I always show afters at the end. I always think these processes are so much fun to see if like anything's a huge change or if little changes add up. But here is our new dining room table. I'm so happy with it. We wanted one that filled the space just a little bit better, and then it also has a leaf in it, so when we're hosting Thanksgiving and Christmas, more family members can sit at it. But in today's video, I'm actually adding a lot of pink. So let me know down below in the comments section if you have been around long enough when we actually added pink to our old house. So it's been a while. So if you remember that, you've been here a long time. But it was finally time to add a little pop of color to this house. Sometimes I do it for Valentine's Day, but I just wasn't feeling it. But something about spring and warm weather coming got me so excited. So I bought lots of different pink items. I'm gonna try to remember to show you all the prices on the tag, but anytime you see anything from Hobby Lobby, I got it half off. So all those flowers and different things were half off, but I cannot wait for you to see the very end.
Hand in hand, building castles out of sand, reaching for the grand. As willows align, we lose track of time. Head up high, now we climb. Oh.
I feel like a really easy, inexpensive way to play around with color or texture or anything like that is just by buying really neat candles or hand soap. You can just kind of get an idea without spending a ton of money. So if you're like me and have all neutral, or you're trying to switch colors out, start with just like a hand soap in a bathroom and like a hand towel, and that way you can kind of test the waters before you spend a whole lot of money on something.
As we go, I wouldn't want it.
And another way to save money is create a lot of your own like DIYs. If I were to go in and buy an arrangement that's already made, it is so expensive. But I ran into Hobby Lobby. This was 12 bucks. I got it half off. And then I just grabbed one rose that was half off as well. And I'm gonna cut this down and adjust it and just make my own simple little flower arrangement. And it's so much cheaper than if I bought it pre-made. So sometimes just doing this stuff on your own, take a picture from Pinterest or from somebody else's house that you like and find a way to create it on your budget, and you'll enjoy it and you won't feel guilty about it. And if it's beautiful to you, that's all that matters.
Covered agents of the other, beyond gravel, beyond all.
So here is how the arrangements turned out. I did grab 2 of them since they were half off, and both of these were under $10 a piece, which I think is a steal. The pink is going to add color. It's also going to add a texture because of the design on the vase, and then I just love the little flower in it just to make it feel a little glam and springy. And so I'm just going to put these out in my kitchen.
And I really wanna know, really wanna know.
Another affordable way to try out adding color or a pattern or something different to your home is by buying pillows. So these pillows are from At Home. I show the price later on in the video, but I just picked up 3, and then I had this throw from my office. And then if I don't like it, I can return them, just leave those tags on for a few days. Or if I do like it, I'm not committed. So if I only keep these for a month or so, it's not a big deal. Now, if I went out and bought all new pink furniture, I'm kind of stuck with it a little bit longer. So just by adding pops of it through pillows, throws, candles, hand towels, it's just an affordable way to have those pops of pink, but then I can switch it out whenever I'm ready.
From cliffs so high, trusting our wings to fly.
So a lot of my inspiration came from Pinterest and Instagram accounts. I kept seeing these white vases everywhere, but they were so expensive, and I walked into my Ross and they had 2 of them for $25, so I grabbed them. And then once again, I picked up these really soft pink flowers from Hobby Lobby. I was trying not to go crazy pink, but a very subtle pink, because if you guys know me, I don't like a lot of color. So if I do it, I have to do it where it's just very simple and calming. And right now I'm just going to make my own arrangement. If I were to have this done, it's like hundreds of dollars. So just go to Hobby Lobby, pick some stuff out. You can just kind of cut the plastic, and then inside is a wire, and it's just kind of bendy and you can adjust it. You definitely rather cut it longer than shorter, so go longer and then you can always go shorter. And then at the end, I just start wrapping them up because you kind of need some thick kind of down there in the vase, and it keeps everything from moving or sliding around, so you can just kind of roll it up like I did. And like that, we made a whole arrangement. I did 2 of those. I'm going to show you both of them here in a second, and I'm so happy with how they turned out.
Falling down, yeah. The sky is falling down.
Just a reminder, I never want you to think you can't have a beautifully decorated home because of your budget. You can do DIYs, you can flip furniture. I've done this my whole married life, and I try to share a lot of that here on YouTube. That's kind of why I started my channel. Is I was a stay-at-home mom that did not have a big budget, and people always ask me how my home was so well decorated, and it was on a very tight budget. So even, for instance, our new dining room table, we sold our last one for $700, and we found this one on sale for $400. So typically when I'm rearranging or redecorating, whatever it is, I'm making money off of it. I've just learned how to flip pieces, how to buy them on sale, so when I resell them, we're not losing money. You definitely just have to get creative, and for me, that's fun. Like, I love decorating, so I love finding those bargains. I love creating pieces that I found at garage sales. So if you're a stay-at-home mom, or you're not, and you're wanting a beautiful home, just because you don't have a huge budget does not mean you can't do it. So definitely just get inspired, find those accounts you love, snap those pictures, and then find a way to make it happen within your budget.
I found you today. It feels like it's been forever, laughing all day. We spin around, your hand reaches mine. Feels like I can't do anything, just give me a mountain to climb. You sing la 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 la.
Thank you guys so much for hanging out with me today and watching my video. I hope it gave you some cleaning motivation so you can go tackle some of your spring cleaning chores. Just remember, it doesn't have to happen all in one day. I have another video coming out this Sunday just because I wanted to break my spring cleaning up as well. And then I also hope you got inspired to decorate and find some DIYs or some decor that you can just decorate within your own budget. If you're new here, I would love for you to subscribe and join my family over here. And don't forget, when this video is finished, to go click on the link down below in my description box and go check out Bree's video. I bet it's amazing. I'll be watching it with you guys. I hope you have a wonderful week, and I will see you in the next one. Bye.